play and some of the time they've been on the team and some of the things that in their future and what's coming up for them. But first, let's talk a little 4A, Quad A Region 6 football. This past Friday night, Southwest Whitfield over Northwest Whitfield 20-13. Ridgeland 63-14 over Gilmer, and Pickens 62-7 over Lafayette. Now, before we get started talking to all the guys, Coach, big win, coming off a loss. You needed to win. You need to win out. You need to win Friday night. But let's talk about this big win against Lafayette the other night at home. Last home game of the year, right?
Right. That was senior night. Guys did a good job. I thought we, we're just trying to get better every week. I thought we gotten better from the week before, and offense, defense, and special teams all scored. And it was, it was a good opportunity to see get a lot of guys in, see a lot of guys improve, and set us up for a big game this Friday.
Coach, before we get started, I know you see these guys on the field every day, locker room, they're all spread out. But talk a little bit about every year for you, graduating 11 seniors, these guys graduating, leaving the team, this is their last year. Talk about that as a high school coach, working with these guys, seeing the development, some of these guys in the room.
Well, every level you coach, football is a little different. In the NFL, they got people coming and going, but guys can stay there 10, 11 years. In college, they get guys who are, usually really, really good athletes at 18, and they see them turn into 22-year-old men, but really good athletes still. We probably have the best job for seeing these guys as 7th and 8th graders, to seeing them now where they're all, all of them. Some of these guys are going in the military. Some of them are going to continue playing sports. Some of them are, going to colleges, academic scholarships, all trade schools. All these guys have got plans now as grown men. And, and I can still remember, just feels like a couple of days ago, they were little guys. So it's probably the most rewarding part of our job is seeing the guys develop while they're with us, and then seeing them when they leave. These guys know this. We tell them all the time they're always welcome. And we always have a ton of guys come back every year and watch a practice or come to a game or hang out with us some. And, and just seeing the guys develop from that 13 or 14-year-old when we get them to now looking like this and then moving forward. It's one part of it's sad. You hate to see them go, because you every year the seniors make up a big part of your team. And so a lot of you guys only get to play varsity football a lot of times as 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. So as a varsity level, we only get to coach them for a real short period of time. And it's always sad to see them go. But at the same time, it's really neat and rewarding to get to see them go from such young guys to, grown men and making their own decisions and planning out their lives. And but, we're going to have our senior night tonight, and we're excited about that. And but, we're trying to go out tomorrow and play, the chance to win and get in the playoffs and win in the playoffs. So I'm hoping this group's not really done yet. I'm hoping this is just the night that is designated to be here with all the seniors. But I'm excited. I'll tell you what, before they start talking, this has been the best group of guys. And I said this before. I've hinted at this anyway. But this has been the best year of kids competing in practice, working hard in practice, all 10 games. I mean, this week was one of our better weeks of practice, and it's the last regular season game. So that just doesn't usually always happen. Usually by the end of the season, the guys are tired. We're having to scale it back some. We're having to let them out, and we just haven't had to do that this year. And it has to be part attributed to these guys and their commitment and their leadership. And, we've had teams that maybe won a few more games, but I don't know that I've had any team that I've enjoyed coaching on the field at practices and in workouts and things like that as much as we have these guys. So I'm excited that everybody gets to see all of them. You see them out of pads and get a chance to hear them talk for just a little bit tonight. So I'm going to try to be quiet.
All right. Well, obviously you don't have a clean shave policy, so we'll start over here, okay? Right, Coach?
Huh? We just want them to do their job on the football field. We got to start there first. We worry about all the other stuff out.
So let's start over here. What's your name, young man?
I'm Matt Bradley.
What position do you play?
I play center.
Center. Have you been on the team all 4 years? Varsity team all 4 years? What are some of the most memorable moments, or what's it been like for you developing with different groups throughout the year and playing with this group here?
It's been pretty fun. I mean, getting to hang out with Coach Parker. I mean, He seems pretty rude all the time, but he's really not.
Yeah, what better way to handle their
Oh,
dog?
so wait a minute. Wait a minute, folks. We might switch this up from senior night to a roast, but you be careful. I didn't say that. Right? Easy.
Well,
They just remember I can roast back, right? I get a rebuttal.
Oh, they got to show up tomorrow.
no.
All right. Okay, what about yourself? What's your name, young man?
Coleman McDowell.
Excuse me?
Coleman McDowell.
What position you play?
D-line.
Have you been on the team all 4 years?
Yes, sir.
All 4 years. So talk about developing with other players like last year, some of the seniors that were the leadership maybe. I want you guys to think last year that you stepped into this year and some of the things that you've enjoyed being on this Dragons team.
Well, it's like all my brothers out here, so it's just fun to go out and hang out with them every day.
Played all 4 years. What about yourself back here in the corner?
My name's Miguel, and I'm a cornerback.
Cornerback, have you played all 4 years?
No, this is my second year.
Second year?
But my favorite memory was when I first got on the field during a game. And I remember going home happy and telling everybody.
That you was on the field?
Yeah.
Coach put me in. Coach put me
That's
in.
right.
Right?
Hey, these guys, let me tell you, we got
All right.
these guys done a good job. Matt is starting at center for us. I'm not gonna mean to roast him. I'm trying to pump him up. But he used to
started,
come.
Coach.
My first year, I'm gonna tell a story a little about some of these guys since we're having that kind of a show here. My first year here, Matt was in, I believe, about the 7th grade, maybe 6th, going to 7th. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. And Matt used to come try to work out with us. Jacob did too. Jacob's brother's on the team. They come up there to work out. Matt was about this tall, and but he'd get in there and work out. And he's been one of the few guys that's actually been here, going into, I guess, really been here the whole time I've been here, because he's been coming around even when he was in the 7th, 8th grade. And I'm proud of him. He's done a good job. Kobe was actually a cornerback as a 9th grader. Believe it or not, he's a D lineman now. Only in Pickens do we get a cornerback to a D lineman. But he was a cornerback in 9th grade and played some tight end. He's done a good job. And Mikhail has come out and got a good attitude. He's one of the better guys and always been where we need him to be. We appreciate having these guys.
All right, let's
Who
go
else is over there?
let's
Jared?
go
We going to
next-
Jared next?
Yeah, let's go to the
Come
next
on,
guy.
Jared.
Let's go to the next guy that doesn't own a razor, okay?
They try to look like their coach.
Yeah. What is your name?
My name's Jared Edwards.
Jared, what position do you play?
I play D-line.
D-line? Have you been on the team all 4 years?
Yes, sir.
What's some of your most memorable moments or something that comes to mind with you?
My favorite memory is probably when I ran out the flag for Jordan at the Gilmer game. That was probably my favorite memory.
Oh, okay.
Jared's been a leader for us with that. You know, we had 2 young men pass away this year. One in the spring, Jordan Simon, who was a good friend of Jared's, and Jared's been a good inspiration for us with that. And I'm glad to have him out here.
You know, you guys have had words can't really describe a tough season. You had a whole week and you didn't practice with a hurricane. I mean, it's been just a different kind of season for this group here. But you guys work hard every Friday night. I've watched several games. Get back here in the corner. Guess these mics are all live, but you're gonna have to speak up.
Yeah, be
What's your
loud,
name?
Matthew.
My name's Matthew, bro.
What position do you play?
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver. You've been on the team all 4 years.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so now did he go to wide receiver? I mean, we have another one here.
No, he actually, I think he's been at the same position, haven't you?
Wide
Yeah, he's
receiver.
one of the few guys.
So, do you have any favorite moments, favorite plays on the field, favorite games? Anybody got a favorite game, that big win? I don't. Not everybody can say Gilmer. All right, but that.
Have y'all ever lost to Gilmer?
Nope.
Get a picture, Jason. You guys. All right. Any favorite moments or anything like that you want to bring up?
Probably when Coach Wade fell down the last good
You didn't bring Coach Wig into this.
He did. He did take a major fall at the last year in LJ we played, and I think we got a long touchdown on defense or something, and he got a little excited. And a little bit of momentum went forward. And,
Nice. A little bit of
Coach Wig,
momentum.
I'm sorry. Okay, what's
that
the
did
name?
happen.
What's
It
the
was
name?
pretty funny.
This is not scripted, Coach Wig.
Who we got next? We
Right
got
here. Right
Jacob.
here. We'll start front. I think he wants to say something.
Jacob.
Yeah, I think he's
He's
gonna-
just jealous.
Yeah, he wants
He
to
normally
say.
talks
We're gonna-
half the
we're gonna
show.
leave it.
Go Stros.
Go Astros. Okay, RJ, how many former Braves played on the Astros last night?
4 or
About 4? Yeah, well, if that's the best way you can get a World Series, then we'll go with it, all right? Okay. Well, you didn't know I had that one, did you?
That's a little jealousy that the Yankees
That was rough. He wasn't ready for that.
That's a little jealousy.
All
Talking
right,
about baseball. The Yankees were not in.
All right. This is something we've gone back and forth with weeks. Jacob has been on the show 5 or 6 times this year, and I wanted to wait for you, Jacob, because I've really enjoyed watching you play. I've watched you since a freshman all the way up, and I just am very impressed with a quarterback needs to operate back there, needs to adjust, needs to have the play over, go back, it's over, and go with the next one. And I'm not just saying it, it's just been really enjoyable to watch you play. It really has. This young man back here, what's your name?
I'm Zach Swing.
And what position do you play?
Played D-line.
Have you been on the team all 4 years?
Yes, I have.
All 4 years? What is maybe some favorite game or favorite moment or play that you have a memory of?
My favorite game, it was the Gilmer game because I got my first high school touchdown with the help of these guys.
So you got first touchdown, Gilmer game,
Yeah, he did.
high school touchdown.
He scored on defense.
All right, well we're gonna let's take a brief break, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna wrap up with the guys. And we do know out there that you want to hear about Heritage Friday night because we're on senior night, but these guys are not finished. We've got a game Friday night. It's a big game. We're gonna talk about that. I'm your host BKP. You're watching Pickens Power Half Hour Dragon Talk from Johnny's New York Style Pizza. We thank Pepsi and all of our Team FYN sponsors. Take a break, Jason.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia, Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
Days Chevrolet in Jasper is dropping the hammer. Over $11,000 off MSRP on new Silverados. Just look what we've done to the price on this new LT Crew Cab. Save over $11,000 and pay just $32,500. And Days Chevy is dropping the hammer in a big way on all new Chevy Malibus. Save over $6,500 and pay just $17,900. The savings are real and they're big at Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. All I do is win, win.
Hi, I'm Casey McGraw, the General Manager of Schottenkirk Ford. We're going to start doing something here at Schottenkirk that we're really excited about. You may have already noticed our Facebook page, the new edition of the 360-degree videos. This allows the user to control the video in virtual reality and see it from any angle you choose, simply by moving your device or scrolling with your finger or your mouse. At Schottenkirk, we've decided to take this groundbreaking technology and apply it to the car shopping experience. Now, if you're interested in a new truck, a family car, or a brand new convertible Mustang, you can simply log on to our Facebook page or our YouTube page and see it for yourself in full HD 360-degree detail. Or contact one of our sales associates who will send you the link directly. If you like what you see and want to take it for a test drive, simply stop on by and take it for a spin. At Schottenkirk Ford, we're committed to not only keep up with new market technology, but we strive to be innovators, while always keeping your comfort and convenience as our #1 priority. So follow us on Facebook, check out our new 360 VR videos, and let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Hey, we're back, Team FYN Sports, and Johnny's New York Style Pizza right here in Jasper present Pickens Power Half Hour Dragon Talk. I'm your host, DKP, with my co-host here, RJ Casey. We're not doing too much of the talking tonight. We've got the seniors here, the Dragons. We have 11 of them. We've been talking to them. They've been sharing some of their favorite moments throughout the 4 years playing together. We're here also with Coach Ed Parker, Head Coach Chris Parker. But you think I have 4 years, I remember that, right, Coach? All right, I'm sorry. Anyhow, thank you, Pepsi, and all of our Team FYN sponsors. Now let's get back. Before we do, we're talking Quad A Region 6 football. It's not over. We've got a final regular season matchups, and that will be Gilmer will be at Lafayette this Friday night. Southeast Whitfield County will be at Ridgeland. And Pickens, the Dragons, will be at Heritage, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. Let's go back to where we left off. This young man back here.
Yes, sir.
And your name, sir?
Joe Massey.
What happened to all that? What happened to all that big stuff? I mean, what happened?
I want to embarrass my head coach.
All right. I mean, I can't tell you what happened during the break. What position you play?
I play D-line.
Have you been on team all 4 years?
Yes, sir.
What are some of the things, or some of the highlights, or that you most memorable moments in your career here as a?
My favorite memory is going to be with Coach Parker letting the community run out with us. My mom by one side and Coach Parker by another. I didn't run, I had to jog for Coach Parker, but we made it all inside.
That's actually very accurate. Well, we did this thing when we played Gilmore where they could bring people with them, you know. We ran through the banner, so right. Joe was with me and Joe's mom. And Joe is one of the guys that he's really had to overcome a lot. He's a good young man. He works hard. He puts on the act like he's funny. But I really enjoy having him on the team. He's he always makes things a little lighter. But we did. Me and him, his mother was with him, ran out. But I like to think I had to slow down so he could keep up with me. But he thinks he had to slow down. So, but I appreciate it. Right. I wasn't moving that fast, so he's probably right.
Back here in the far corner, young man, what's your name?
My name's Eric Ray.
And what position do you play?
I play running back.
Have you been on team all 4 years?
Yes, sir.
What are some of the most memorable things in your 4 years being on this squad with these guys here?
Probably winning 2 JV championships back to back.
What was that?
Probably winning 2 JV championships back to back.
Okay, all right.
We went undefeated back to back years.
Undefeated back to back? How long you been on the team? Who are you? Huh?
I know. Is RJ here? Yeah. Are you a senior?
How long you been on the team? What's your favorite? What is your favorite memory of this group here?
I would just seeing them come together as young men, and not really. They're good players on the football field, but great examples for everyone in the community of how to act. And they're going to go places and do some great things in life.
You know, I've always waited for the official to throw a flag on you. And we'll talk about that later. Right, Coach?
RJ, if you get a flag tomorrow, we're going to have a problem.
Okay, young man, what's your name?
I'm Bailey Parker.
Bailey, what position do you play?
Corner.
Corner, have you been on the team all 4 years?
Yes, sir.
Same thing as everybody else. Some memory of playing with these guys, or on the team, being on the team with these guys, or a team that you played, or something like that.
Yeah, I'll probably have to go with what Matthew Burrows said. Watching Coach Wig fall, that's something I ain't gonna forget.
Coach Wig, I know you're 0 for 2 here, and I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. I saw. I looked out Saturday. I'm watching Pickens play the little guys, and I see Coach Wig out there.
Yeah, he's got a son playing.
He's got a son.
Their team's undefeated. They're pretty good.
They're going to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Coach Wig will be at the Super Bowl. Team FYN Sports will be there. You
Tell
can
him to
follow
stay
us.
upright. Don't fall down.
All right, get off, Coach Wig. Saturday for the Park and Rec, Pickens Dragons Park and Rec teams that are in the Super Bowl. Follow us on Twitter at Team FYN Sports. Jason will be on the sideline in Fannin where they're playing the Super Bowl. I announced the games the other day. I enjoyed that. What's your name, young man?
Josh Kane,
And what position do you play?
wide receiver.
Have you been on the team all 4 years?
Yes, sir.
And same with you. Any favorite moments or?
Mine would have to be Joe Massey's. I'm walking out with my mom that day. It was something special to me because everything I do, I just give the glory to my mom.
All right, I like that. And your name again? What is it?
Jacob Brumby.
Oh, okay. I met you once or twice before. Jacob, what about you? What is one of your favorite moments or plays or teams that you played or times with these guys here working together?
I'll probably have to piggyback on what Colby said. You know, everybody here we're all brothers. You know, and getting in freshman year all the way to now, just growing up and seeing how we've all progressed and playing each game with each other. You know, it's always been fun. You know, I'm very thankful to have all these guys and be able to play with every single one of them.
All right. Well, all right. I didn't ask. You guys just answer. Don't everybody go at once. Who is now? I want to ask this. Although yes, Friday night we got football to play. This team's not finished. You're not done. But while I have you as seniors, what other sports does anybody here? Any other sports that anybody's playing
Yes, sir.
next?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We got some wrestlers.
Some wrestlers.
You wrestle?
Yes, sir.
Wrestle?
Jared wrestles.
Track runner.
Me and Colby's gonna be basketball cheerleaders.
Okay, I thought.
All right, well there that goes.
You look
There
more
goes the
like
say nothing
you look,
stupid.
You look more like you were getting ready to start the freestyle frisbee league down there.
You think they're kidding? They're really not kidding. They figured it out. And
No. All right, let's bring the show back in. Really?
Josh is a track runner.
Yeah.
He's an excellent track runner. Let's talk about that. Matthew runs track, right?
Track.
He throws.
No baseball
You
players?
run track?
No spring?
Yeah.
Golf.
Golf? I know. Oh, yeah, right. I know that. Golf. That's a given. No baseball, no basketball, wrestling. Anybody committed to any college? Anybody committed to college yet?
We got some of these guys going to military.
I'm
Some
going
of
to
them
go to
know
the
where
Army.
they're going.
You
Yeah.
going to the Army?
Yes, sir.
All right. Come on, man. They're all pointing over your head.
I mean, they want me to say I'm committed to Pikeville, but I haven't made a choice yet. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're talking to Piper.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So. Okay. Good. Talk to Piper. Anybody else have any future plans yet? Has anybody made any plans? I know. Hayes
What are you
still
doing,
does.
Jared? Military?
You
Yeah.
gonna go in the Army? Great.
Plan on coming back, coaching Coach Parker.
You plan on coming back, Coach?
We'll always have a spot, Joe.
Thank you.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right. That's
Yeah,
all right.
sometimes those people with Joe with those good personalities make a good
He's
coach.
gonna be the Bo Gilroy.
Yeah, Joe will be all right. You didn't ask me what my favorite memory was. You asked everybody.
We're Coach. Go right ahead. And your name is?
Well, here's my favorite memory is what's going to happen tomorrow. How about that?
All right.
These guys are going to go to Heritage and play a team that's, according to a computer, 16 or 17 points better than us. And they beat Northwest, and we lost to Northwest, and, you know, all that. And we're going to go compete and give ourselves a chance to host a playoff game, and a game that will be very difficult to win, but we are capable of winning. So I hope that's on the field. I hope that my memory of them is the effort they're going to give tomorrow. Now, with that being said, regardless of what happens on the field, my genuine answer for that is these guys have gone through 2 teammates that passed away. We had a week where we didn't practice, a hurricane. Now we're in a weird situation where if we lose Friday, we're going to play a game on Monday for a quarter, something that never happens. You know, it's just been unbelievable amount of on and off the field circumstances. And every time these guys have just come back with the same attitude every day. Every time. Whether we won, whether we lost, whether the ball didn't bounce our way, or whether we didn't have school, or, or we had, in some cases, real tragedies. Whether it was people on our team, parents. I mean, we've had so many things happen to this team, and everybody's come together, and they've always come back with the same attitude. And probably, I've been coaching 17 years, and I hope, Lord willing, I can coach about 17 more. But I do believe this one team, and I mean all the guys on the team, but the seniors are always the leaders of the team. So all this one 2017 team is actually going to always be a little special team for us because of all the things that have happened that people don't even know about. I mean, some of them people do know about, but there's all kind of things that we can't control that we've had to come back and deal with, and we've come back and dealt with them, and we just go to work. And so even yesterday, practice was fun. Today, practice was upbeat. And that just doesn't happen very often. And whether we win or lose tomorrow, really not going to change that. But I do believe these guys have put the effort together where we can go do something special on the field tomorrow. So that's what we're looking forward to.
RJ, you got a coach's question of the week?
Bring it, RJ. Let's go.
You mentioned earlier that you've had one of the better practices of the year this week. Talk about the message to the team this week. Is it, like this is a big game. This could be it maybe, or is it just loose, or just have fun out there tomorrow?
Yeah, all those things, RJ. We've told them all week that we're going up there trying to win. We're to the point in the year where moral victory is not good enough. Where Heritage is supposed to be better than us, and they may be. We'll find out. But their record indicates they're 8-1. Best record in school history. They got a better team than they had last year, and last year they beat us. So I mean, it's going to be a tough game. We know that. But we are going with the attitude that we need to win the ball game, give ourselves a chance to host a playoff game. That's something special. And then we told them all week it's about us. It's about us getting better. We got to worry about us, not worry about the other team. We just got to do our job on all 6 best teams, offense and defense. Do our job, work every play, forget about the last play. The same stuff we've been preaching all year, but it's got to culminate now in this 10th game. Worst case scenario, we're going to play on Monday. Best case scenario, we're we'll be hosting the playoff game next week.
Let me answer that. I don't mean to interrupt you, Coach.
Well, it's not over Friday. That's why I was asking. It's not going to be over tomorrow.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but if we were going to, Coach Wigg, he got a hard time tonight, so I got you know how you get when you answer a question, so can I get in here?
What's he talking about?
Yeah, I know how you. Hey, if Coach Wigg, that's not fair. But no, let me ask you something before we go, because seriously, I'm listening to you. The computer model that's printed out says you guys are the underdog and you're 16 points in those, and we know who you're going to play. But just for those at home, you have, if you win, regardless of the configuration of tomorrow night's games and who's playing.
If we win, we'll finish second in the region.
You do host a playoff.
Yes.
Okay, but if you lost, it would be the mini playoff with 3
We would
teams.
be in a tie with Northwest and Southeast for 3rd, 4th, and 5th place.
Right, so that's
Third,
a mini
4th,
playoff.
Right, and we would play on Monday, and 2 of those 3 teams would make the playoffs in the 3rd and 4th seed, and the 3rd team wouldn't make the playoffs.
It's a coin toss to which 2 teams play first.
It's a coin toss to
Right.
which teams play first, and we'll have that coin toss after the game if we don't win.
Right, and it's a 5-minute quarter. I think.
Yeah, I mean, you guys went over there. I know.
That's what I was going to say.
Y'all probably know as much about it as I do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put all of my effort into trying to win Friday, but if that situation presents itself, I will have a lot to learn about the mini game because I'm not as smart. I'm not as versed on it as some people are.
Well, the mini game, the team that wins out the coin toss gets to sit out, and they play once.
I think it'll be different with this one though because it's 2 teams get in. There's 3 different mini game scenarios. This is a mini game scenario where you're playing for 3rd, 4th, and 5th place.
Right.
The one you went to before was 4th, 5th, and 6th place. And the reason that it's different is 2 of these 3 teams will make the playoffs. So I think you'll flip the coins and 2 teams will play. The winner of that game will make the playoffs. The loser of that game will play the other team,
Right.
and the winner of that team will make the playoffs.
Okay.
And then it'll go to head-to-head. So if it's like us and Southeast, and we beat Southeast in the regular season, then we get the 3rd, 4th. We get 3rd place. They get 4th place. If it's us and Northwest, Northwest beat us, they get third place, we get. Does that make sense? But
No.
there's 2 games and there's 2 winners of the
but I
game.
understand.
I think the other way you eliminated
Well, I tell you
everybody.
what we'll do. We'll have no need for it to make sense.
What we want
we'll
to
go
do,
with that. How
yeah.
about that scenario?
But we'll learn more about it.
I
I mean, I
understand.
know enough, but
I
I'm
know
really
the
trying to
fans wanna
focus
know,
on
like,
this.
what happens, what
But
happens.
we will play on Monday. It'll be at North Murray. If we don't win, we'll play at North Murray High School Monday at 7:00.
Okay. Guys, I want to tell you, RJ, myself, Team FYN Sports, we're always highlighting, we always say we highlight young athletes in a positive way, Team FYN Sports. We love being on the sideline with you all 4 seasons that you've been on the sideline. RJ's been on the sideline with you. We enjoy it. He tweets out everything you do. It's out there immediately. A lot of people follow it, and then he writes a story every week. So we have really enjoyed you allowing us to be a part of your team on Friday nights. And this team here, no matter, I was over at Ridgeland. I know you probably don't want us to talk about that, but I was over there. But you guys didn't quit. It didn't matter what the board light said, what the score was. You guys played to the end of the game, no matter what the situation is. So I appreciate you very much. All of you, I wish you well in whatever you choose to do later on. And what I say, no matter what it is, just do it well, okay? Do it the best you can.
Yes.
Whatever you choose to do. I'm your host, BKP, and you're watching Pickens Power Half Hour Dragon Talk. Before we go, let me see, I know we're running a minute late, but before we go, this is Quad A Region 6. Ridgeland sitting on the top 5-0. Heritage is 4-1. Pickens is 3-2. Southeast Whitfield County is 3-2. Northwest Whitfield County is 3-3. Gilmer's 0-5. Lafayette's 0-5. That's the region. Friday night, we will see all the scenarios play out, and we will let you know what's going on. RJ, immediately after the game, how soon will you know after your win tomorrow night who would be coming up here?
Yeah, we would know pretty soon.
Pretty soon.
Right around that same time the game was over.
Okay, guys, wish you well tomorrow night. Let's do it. Dragons, come out, support the team. They're going to be over at Heritage. They need your support. Fill the visitor stand up. 7:30 kickoff. Heritage tomorrow night. Pickens Power Half Hour. RJ Casey, Johnny's New York Style Pizza. Thank you very much. Pepsi and all of our Team FYN sponsors. That's about it, Jason.